everybody sign model releases? Okay.
All right. Hey, everyone. Really good to see you all. This weather sucks. It's too hot and it's too sunny. That's all I have to say.
Welcome to the rest of the year. It's going to be like this forever.
It's just not on fire.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that because it just got so hot so fast again.
Yeah.
It's not on fire. At least we're starting out on a bright note.
I know.
It's snowing back east. My parents just told me it was snowing. So.
I'm hearing lots of people chatting about this. Like this, everyone's just, it's on their mind. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. It's kind of a bummer, but whatever. We will think about not fires. Whatever. So let's see. I don't have any announcements either. Although I guess I'll just talk about the next show and tell, which is next month, June 15th. Rebecca Steese is hosting. The theme is new work. And here is Rebecca. And there are still 2 spots available. So, and it is possible that I will be joining that one from Costa Rica, but I'm not sure yet. Kind of excited.
Oh, I see.
My cousin has a place and invited me, and I've probably lost out on the cheap flight that I had hovering on my computer screen for a while and just thought about. So it's probably gone. Anyway, all right, I'm going to hand it over to Phillip.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll go from there.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm curious, who has not done a film swap before? I guess I'm assuming everybody here is a swap participant, but what I did is I made a really quick 5-minute film swap pointers presentation. And so if it's okay with you guys, I want to share that because I basically didn't do any of these things that were on the list. So I want to, now that I look back. So anyway, okay. Can I share screen?
You should be able to.
It says.
Oh no, hold on.
You've disabled it.
Now you are able.
Okay, ready? All right. I'm sorry, and guys, I've literally been teaching all day, so if I sound pedantic, just you're not 18 years old, so let me just.
We can try to be.
Exactly. Okay, so real quick, I just wanted to share some thoughts about film swap because I had not really done it before either. And my main message is be prepared to be dazzled or disappointed. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah?
Yeah, there's a little stutter, but it's fine.
Okay, hold on a sec. Let me fix that. There we go. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Great. So my main message is be prepared to be dazzled or disappointed. And what I mean is a lot of the stuff I've done is junk, and every now and then there will be this amazing image. So just, it is what it is, right? That's the beauty of film. Let's see, hold on a sec. And so here are a few quick tips. But actually, I pulled this up because this is what got me interested in the film swap. She's a photographer in Prague. Her name is Radka Smolikova. And basically, anybody can send her a roll of film and then she'll shoot on top of it and process it. So this is a guy in, oh God, what bridge is that? Brooklyn Bridge? And he sends her a roll of film all the way across the world and she's shooting. And I thought some of the images are just beautiful. So I've been following her on Instagram. And that's what got me interested in it because it seems like a good way to build community. So a few quick tips. One, coordinate with your partner. I'm using air quotes around coordinate, but it's good to just have a general discussion about like, hey, I'm gonna shoot graffiti, or I'm shooting clouds, or, you know, so you can kind of envision maybe how what you photograph interacts with what they're photographing. Okay. The next thing is, this is important, shoot at box speed for your film or underexpose slightly, because don't forget, you're literally double exposing film. And so Jenny, I didn't do this with you because yours was 400 and I shot it at 100. And so my images, you will see, kind of really overpowered what you did, because they were like 2 stops overexposed. So.
But I took such good pictures. Just kidding.
Well, anyways, so yeah, so just a little bit of underexposure is good. This is really important, and I hadn't thought of this, but you want to leave some black areas on your image, because the only way a double exposure can actually get exposed on the film is you have to have areas the light has not already hit the emulsion. So some of the most successful film swap or double exposures I've seen are where there's big areas of black or shadows or even silhouettes, and that will hold the image of that second person's shots. And then the last thing, because a couple of people asked me, well, how the hell do I do anything with this film somebody sent me, is if you don't have one, buy a film puller, because this helps you pull the film out of the reel. And I actually got 2 like on eBay with a bunch of other junk, and I was going to throw them out, and I've been using them and they're great. So. And then last, just don't overthink it, have fun. I noticed, like, when I was shooting, Jenny, you said you had like some amazing shots or something. And so like every time I was photographing, I'm like, oh, what am I, you know, what's gonna happen? So just have fun. That's it. That's my little 2 cents.
I don't think I used the word amazing.
No, but you said something like, oh, there's
They
a
looked really
surprise. And I'm like, oh my God, what's,
They
you
looked
know,
cool, yeah.
what is this? Is this like, your
Now that we have the
grandfather's
pointers,
World
we need to
War
do it
II
again.
photos or something?
I like what Jean's saying, is that it's kind of fun to hear this after the fact. Like you're like,
Uh-huh.
oh, okay, well, next time, maybe.
Who knew?
And
Phillip
I'm
knew.
always open for a film swap, except for Eric, which it takes me a long time to do through Wi-Fi.
Well, the thing too is, like, often, sorry, hold on.
Barking.
What he said. 100%.
Momo disagrees with what I'm about to say, but you know, often we double expose film accidentally and get cool stuff. So,
Yeah.
you know, all the more reason that it kind of doesn't matter, but it could also help maybe. But you're still in the dark with what the other person shot, so.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but I think that's what I meant. Like, a lot of times I've double exposed stuff by accident, and those are some of the best photos I think I've ever taken on film. But when you do the film swap, I'm tending to like now think a lot. And
Mhm.
so the ones that I think where I just randomly shot something, those are the couple that I think were the best. So
Yeah, I remember actually when I was shooting your role, Philip.
Can we see some of these images?
Oh yeah.
no, we're just gonna talk. for
No,
2 hours.
we're done.
like,
Thanks for coming. Bye.
like I was like,
Guys,
this is a
just
great
check my
conversation,
Instagram,
but
man.
I would love to
Let's
see
see the
images.
amazingness that Jen's
Well,
talking
who
about.
wants to go first? We don't want to
Well,
go first.
Philip, you go first as the host.
Me?
Yeah.
I just don't think what I have is the best stuff. I mean,
Just jump right in.
I'm setting the floor, not the ceiling here. Okay.
That's good for me.
All right, here we go.
The
I'm
floor.
gonna share. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Whoa, no, don't do that. I'm not gonna open all my files. There we go. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. There we go. These are huge files, so they're taking a while. They're like 100 megabyte. Okay, so here we are. This is the first shot. This was with Jessica and I. We did a swap.
I like that.
I snuck into a building on the campus of UC Berkeley that had this mural with some eyes, and I think she shot something in her garden. Okay.
Nice.
This is Jessica's chicken, I'm assuming, or
Yeah.
she got really fresh chicken at Whole Foods. I don't know. And then pavement. So the black pavement is basically what held all the image. And these are just like crosswalk stripes. Okay. Jessica, you're here, right?
I'm here.
Oh, I don't know. Is this your dog?
That's Finn. Yep.
Okay. Cool. And he's like with some window reflections, I think, on UC Berkeley campus. And then this is our first roll, right?
Yeah.
So Prius with some graffiti.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I feel like I'm a little behind the times. Did you guys, how many did you shoot? How many rolls did you shoot? And what film? did you
Jenny
shoot?
and I shot 37 rolls. No, we shot one roll.
Like,
Did it feel
I
like
lost him.
No, so in all seriousness, so Jessica and I shot a couple rolls of color, one of 120 color, one of 120 black and white. And then Jenny and I also exchanged a roll of black and white. I shot with a flip lens Kodak Brownie Hawkeye. But this is a great example where my image, because it was overexposed, really kind of knocked out hers.
Is this mine or Jessica's?
This is yours, Jenny.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what that is. It looks like trees or something in the background.
Yeah. It's trees.
It kind of works though.
And then this is another one that Jenny and I did. So this is I don't know, Whole Foods or something. And then it looks like maybe grass.
I think it's more it's a tree. It's a tree near my house. I was trying to have it backlit to give you some blacks.
Yes. And then the other thing that happens is sometimes you get these overlaps of frame lines, which is kind of nice up here. Okay, let's see if we've got one more. This is my favorite. This is Jenny, this is me and you.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, good. I was hoping that was going to come out.
What is it? What did you photograph?
Oh God, it's so cool. It's just a big like cactus succulent thing, you know, those round ones with spikes, and I got down and was shooting against the sky. And then you've got you kind of can see some telephone wires in the sky on the left that look like
over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was cool.
Okay. And then this was my favorite, but you know, I'm sorry, I kind of overpowered your image again, but this was the flea market. I love these guys that have just like whole big things of tools everywhere. And then it looks like you've got some plants.
Yeah, it's a succulent against a brick wall.
Yeah.
And 120 is not easy to film swap with. You just got to re-roll it.
Yeah.
Kind of a pain.
We did ours while we were drinking beer.
Yeah, I mean it's like a you both shot square, obviously.
Yeah.
Same camera?
No, totally different cameras.
Yeah.
I shot
totally different.
Yeah, I shot Hasselblad and Philip shot a little brownie.
You got one right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, should I show mine of the other roll? Okay.
Sounds like that's what we're gonna do here.
Alrighty. Wow, it's like I've forgotten how to do that. Now that we only do this once a month, I don't know how to do it anymore. Okay.
Share.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Okay. Let me open these. Well, no, I'll go like this. All right, do you see that? I think you do. So I'm gonna show, I have two folders because I have like the ones that I like and then the ones that are okay. So yeah, I'll just go through them. I don't know what you shot here, Philip. I shot
Right.
this.
Well, we'll figure it out.
I shot a this animal that's been deteriorating at the beach, and I thought his jaw would look kind of cool with.
Am I the only one who sees
No,
just the list
don't
of
see
your
it.
files?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're only seeing your,
You are?
Yep.
Yeah, wrong screen.
Grr. All right, hold on a minute.
You got to make sure you share your desktop.
Yeah, here we go.
Ooh,
Do you see that?
Yeah,
wow.
All right, damn it. That's the first one I was showing. So our frames did not align at all. So when I actually scanned the film,
It's nothing personal.
I scanned like what looked good, but then I ended up scanning multiple frames within the strip. So I got more than 12 images. But so here's what I was describing was that skeleton
Wow.
jaw. And I also played around, of course, with like rotating it and what would look cool. I love this one.
Ooh, what is that?
So you took a picture of a doll or something, and I
Yeah.
took a picture of this tree, like the silhouette of the tree with the sun setting behind it. But our frames were not in alignment, and so it came out with this awesome split
Oh, I
screen
love
thing.
this. This is great.
And then the letters showed up on the tree, which was pretty cool.
You know, one thing I'm really liking is that you're rotating the images. Like you're,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
because
really cool.
yours and mine were upside down, like they were
Mhm.
not aligned the same way. So I was like, all right, it doesn't even really matter.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Here's one. So you have a car. You took a picture of a car here.
Yeah.
And then I'm between two frames here, of course, with the tree, playing around with that. So those are those ones. And then if you don't mind, I'll share the other folder. Hopefully I can do this right this time.
And I just say, like, because Jenny and I haven't seen each other's photos, but like that one shot to me makes it worth the whole experience. The
Yeah,
one of the face with the tree with the words, like that's the kind of magic that, I'm looking for. So I'm
by
happy.
any chance, are you guys seeing my folder 2 here? Okay,
Yeah, we see your folder.
all right. And you're seeing that?
Yeah.
Or are
now
you
we're
just seeing the folder?
We're seeing
We
your
see that.
images. You're going to full screen.
Okay, good. Just making sure. So these were the other ones that were kind of fun, but I didn't think were as strong. I'll just go through them. This one actually is really cool, I think, because so I took a picture of the sign. Here's the sign, deep, soft mud with the city in the background. And then Philip, yours is of this building, but yours is upside down,
Oh,
shooting.
yeah.
But the corner of this building goes right into the line of the sign. Do you see that?
Hmm.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool. Here's another one with two of the skulls of this decomposing animal.
That's kind of
And
cool.
then this is the same one, but not as contrasty. I did this one first and then I was fucking around with it more extreme and I liked the other one better. This is a different one with your pothole, and then I've got part of a tree and then stacks of containers there. I don't know, lots of cool geometry and like nature and man-made industrial shit. And then the split screen thing again, or frame thing. I don't know, just kind of fun. Okay, that
Wow.
was that.
All right.
Good job.
Thank you. So I guess we'll just keep going, right?
Yeah, so I guess Jessica should show the ones that she did.
Yeah.
Where is Jessica? Is she here?
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay.
Sorry, I was eating. I don't have any of the scans, but Eric may have the scans of the ones that we did together.
Yeah, I think they're referring to the ones you did with Philip.
Oh,
Do I have those
Yeah.
scans? Oh,
does Philip?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
does Philip have them
Philip
all?
has all of the scans that you guys did.
no, wait, I should have some colors. So if you guys can come back to me, I'll go look for those.
Okay. Well, how about Eric? You want to go?
Sure, I think Gene and I are up next, as I recall, right? Yep, Gene X, who, by the way, I haven't met Gene before this effort, and I just have to say that the whole moniker Gene X is incredibly punk rock, and I freaking love it. So,
I can only thank my parents for that. So,
well, you know, your parents were incredibly punk rock, and they're
Yeah.
awesome. So, let's see here. Show. So Gene and I shot a roll of 35 millimeters together, and it was kind of interesting. No, that's not the one I
I'm
want.
a little
Hold on.
intimidated by this this many files.
I've got
No,
till
no, no.
midnight. I've got a hard stop at midnight.
Okay, totally in. And it's actually going to take like 3 minutes to go through them because they're 35 millimeter, right? So, screw it. Just do the whole damn screen. All right. My desktop is a disaster. So, I have way too much work to do. Anyways, minimize that. So we shot a roll of 35, and it was pretty fun. I did not want the full. I want Gene. And I don't know if, and also because I was crushed at work, like I didn't communicate with Gene at all, besides to share them in a web folder and say, hey, what do you think? And he's like, they're neat. And then we just like, oh, but they actually go through pretty quickly. And I don't know if Gene, if you have any thoughts about them, but what camera did you shoot these on, Gene?
I use Olympus OM2. It's the first camera I bought as a little kid that I still
nice.
use.
Nice. So I use a Nikon N90S with a handmade camera lens. So get rid of that. And I didn't. The only thing I've done with any of these is just to basically move that, flip some of them. But what I noticed right away is that at least for the first few, Gene and I both shot vertical, and we shot
Oh my God,
vertical in the
that's
same
hilarious.
direction. And I was like, no way, because I didn't even think about that at all. And I think the reason that there's 49 scans because Jessica at Underdog Labs, like it kept identifying because of these overlaps here.
Oh yeah.
It kept misidentifying the frames, and it just tweaked me out. I'm like, why do we have 49 frames on a
Oh,
36
that-
roll exposure?
Yeah.
And it's like because it's misidentifying the frames because we didn't line them up perfectly.
Yeah. And just a little backstory on that. You know, if you send double exposed rolls to labs, they hate it.
They do. They do. But
Because,
you know, Jess kind of knew what she was getting into when they said we'll give you a discount on your double exposed rolls. So no one to blame but themselves. And so it's pretty fun. I like this one. I'm pretty sure the weird fingery things are Gene's, and I have no idea what the hell I shot in that background. Like I have no clue. But Gene tended to shoot some really bright, vibrant stuff, which I really appreciate. And then I shot I think like some various outdoor things
That
around
was
the
like
house,
a
basically.
70s Polaroid commercial.
Yeah, I like
Mhm.
this one.
Yeah, like the wheat blowing in the background. and-
Totally. But the
It needs
hilarious
a
thing is,
voiceover of some sort.
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And Gene, feel free to like tell me to shut up and like dive in here. But the scans too actually make for some really interesting diptychs.
Yeah.
I really like that one. This one that's up right now.
Okay. Yeah. And I think because I shot mine second, I don't know, a lot of my images are, well, G just shot really bright images. So his kind of dominate the series, but I'm not complaining because they're pretty dope. So I have no complaints about this.
There's a lot to look at in this.
Yeah, for sure. You know, Gene shot some graffiti. I shot like macro of plants with a
Cool.
handmade camera lens, so it's all blurry and wacko.
They're cool.
Gene, where are these all shot?
Like polishing glass and making your own lens, like an elf, or how are you making this?
No. They're surplus optical elements that I buy at certain focal lengths, and I do the math and combine them into anything from a dollar bill to lens telescope eyepieces to wooden handmade wooden barrels, and then I make camera lenses.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I shot it like all within a day and a half or something because of the deadline and everything, and so I had to drop it off at Glass Key, which is only open Monday through Friday. So I think on Thursday we decided to do it, and so I was like, okay, like this shot is from there's a First Exposures fundraiser, and that was like the makeup mirror there. So I took some of those like that evening, and then the next day. And it's some pretty old expired Kodak 400 that a friend of mine had given me. So
yeah, it came out really well. And like this is my garage in the morning with the sunlight on it.
That is
It had a
so
really
cool.
nice shadow.
That
I really
was
like that one.
great. Look at that. I love that.
Hi, Gene.
Light leak.
And then Gene, who is this in the background?
that's Carrie Orvik. She was one of the people that was hosting the broadcast for the First Exposures fundraiser. She's also a photographer.
Yeah,
Nice.
Carrie's amazing. This is a really cool shot.
Yeah, we have ginormous rose bushes out front of our house that are just going bloody crazy right now. So they're
Have you shown
hard to
Carrie this
resist.
image? I bet she love it.
Yeah, it works with the makeup mirror.
Can you get rid of that red line?
I have no idea. Not my red line. Is it my red line? I don't think it's my red line.
Yeah, it's you made a comment in your preview.
Undo?
You go
Clear?
under annotate clear drawings.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Huh, weird. All right. Back to mouse. My mistake.
I like the
Kill
previous.
that. There we go.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's an Etsy handbag.
It is. It is an Etsy handbag. It's a fine art print for your wall.
That looks like an ad for like a 70s, hotel or something.
Right.
But
in a good way. Like
Yeah, for
I mean
sure,
that in the
because
best sense.
yeah, because it seems like the softness of your lens, Eric and Gene, you guys have put layers together really well.
Yeah. I just want to do something different. I figured I'd throw that lens on the Nikon. I'd actually shot that lens on the Nikon once before with some film washi film, and it came out really interesting. So I figured, why not? But in retrospect, it works really well because it smears the outer edges a lot.
Is that glass with the flowers, or are those the two different images?
Those are two different images.
Yeah.
Oh, that is nuts.
Yeah, and it's expired. You said, Gene, you said you shot some expired film.
Yeah, it was like at least maybe like 8 or 9 year old.
Yeah, because you can see
old
the
400.
yeah, the grain is just like it's struggling.
I mean, you could theoretically take this image, like you could have it cut off here and just like scan just that. and
Yeah,
isolate it, and it would.
For
it
all
would-
three, if you
Yeah.
extended it, had the bottom part too, it could
Yeah.
frame it kind of.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Oh my God. The roses and the expired film make like it's all a 70s ad or something.
It's all a 70s acid trip.
Yeah, that's when I bought that camera. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. Oh, I missed that place. Ish.
Oh, this was vertical.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, that is
That's
cool.
really
there
interesting.
you go.
Yeah, with there's on the way up the driveway to my house, there's this beautiful old car that I've shot. It's like it's just there and it's rotting away, but it's been my I shoot the hell out of this thing because it's literally 20 yards from my house. So anytime I want to test something, I want to shoot anything, like this thing is like right there, just screaming to be shot under all conditions. So
Back that up.
really
Back that
good.
up. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. That's a really good example of what Philip was talking about having darks or shadows, because that car just disappears in the sky.
Right.
But it's completely aligned with like the skyline or whatever with the buildings.
And you caught the frame line perfectly on the building because it looks like the edge looks like a corner, like you're turning the corner.
Yeah.
But that's the frame line. Like right there.
yeah, it's like one of the few random frames. No, it didn't actually fully line up. Like it looks like there's a frame it lines up, but actually this is, I believe, Gene. This is a frame before, right, Gene?
right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's-
That was
yeah.
super cool. Yeah.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, this one you can just
Yeah.
barely see the car in there.
Hmm.
It's layered and textured.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Now I just want to sing a song. Sorry. Which you really don't want me to do, by the way. Anyways, more portions of the car. I think we're pretty much almost done because I recognize my last few frames.
Oh, I like that one a lot.
Dig it. You got something to focus there, Eric.
I know. I got a lot of focus, but you know, they're wonderfully obscured by Gene's work, which I have
love the
absolutely no
movement on
complaints.
that one.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh wow,
yeah,
look at that.
Yeah,
She's
that's
smelling
it.
the flowers.
That's it.
That's your Valentine's Day card right there.
Yeah. Gene, who is this?
I now know her name's Jen. She's just a pinball player at the bar. It's hard to shoot in the low light with this. You know, I think the aperture's only at 2.8 or something on this.
Right.
I love those. Those last like 2 or 3 are
Really cool.
really great. Yeah.
He's black and blue. So
I love the eye. I think on the next frame it looks trippy. The horse eye.
Yeah. It's a squirrel feeder. One of the ones that the squirrels stick their head in to get the seed.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh.
it was tied up to a tree in our backyard, and like the winds and the rain or whatever rotted the rope and it fell down on the ground. So it's like this rubber horse head with
Very Godfather-esque.
bird poop on the ground of our backyard. And that is it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
for those.
Awesome.
See, that didn't go so poorly.
Okay.
I know, Gene, do you want to say anything about like your experience of this or how you thought they turned out? Because I just sort of ran through these and like you definitely, I think, have things to say.
Yeah, no, it was really fun because like Eric said, we didn't plan anything. It was mostly like I wanted to do this and I was trying to find somebody, and then Jessica is actually really helpful in like trying to connect me with somebody that was up to do it in the short time frame. So then we agreed to do it, and it was kind of like, okay, well, where do we live and what, like how do we hand it off? Because that was a problem when I was talking to Jessica about like just logistics of it for the timing, and then we realized that I could drop it, since I live in the city, I could drop it off at Glass Key. They could bring it over to Underdog and he could pick it up there. So it was pretty haphazard. It was just like, okay, I have to blast through this roll in like 36 hours and bring it over there. Because actually the very last shot, I'll share the very last shot if I can find it. Well, never mind. But I forgot that I didn't have the roll totally completed because I was worried because I knew I had to rewind.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. There's a couple other ones. Sorry, I didn't realize it didn't advance. My bad.
Ooh, look at that.
It did not advance. I'm terribly sorry.
Looky. I like that.
Oh my God. That is nuts. The car with the
Car with cars.
good planning, guys.
Yeah, well done.
Totally.
Ooh, I like
Plan
that one.
this.
So cool.
Oh yeah, and these. How
Oh,
could I
yeah.
forget these?
That's one of my
Steve?
favorites.
Yeah,
Oh my
dude.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
my
one of the few ones where you can actually see what the lens does on the 35. It's essentially it's in like an f4.
that's
So it has a really wickedly like low depth of, very narrow depth of field, and then it just
Right.
shatters outwards.
that part on the left underneath the tail light with the parked car and the cones. God, that's so nuts how it shows up perfectly there. Like this looks like it was created to be that way.
I
That's
think
the
this is one of my
serendipity
favorites.
of it.
Yeah.
Serendipity. Love it.
So great.
Are you thinking of doing any like processing now to balance out tone curves, or?
We could, yeah. I did absolutely nothing besides flip some of these.
Hmm. Wow.
Hey, 19.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, there we go. Chicago, 1976.
76,
Those are some old,
77.
there's some old tags.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gene and some rotting paint.
Oh,
That was when I was like, I need to finish off this roll. This is like as I was riding my bike towards Glass Key, I'm like, oh, I got 3 shots left or something. I'm like, okay, let me take one of City Hall and
One.
and then that
Yeah.
was the last shot.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah. Which
That's
didn't
badass.
which didn't get double exposed.
Except maybe that little line or something, but
Yeah, maybe. But
That's
but
great.
the N90 stopped right there, and I was like, okay.
That's so cool.
But yeah, that was a fun ending.
yeah.
Dude, his flowing locks right now. Look at
I
these
know.
things. They're
Yeah, he
ridiculous.
doesn't want to cut it until the end of the pandemic. And I'm all like, dude, he got a second shot. And I'm like, that's a nice end point.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's all like, no. And he's like, pulls it back. I'm like, you're going to pull into a ponytail. And that's where I'm going to threaten him.
Yeah, when I saw him at Underdog, I was like, I didn't recognize him. I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? So, yeah, it was. I had a lot of fun. Actually, these turned out. Initially, I was sort of like, oh man, the frame lines. Like, how do you manage to get these frame lines lined up? Because Gene did a really nice job actually Xing out where his first, like where it was, but because
Nice.
the N90 is an auto loader, like you can't just sort of like place it perfectly and like cock it forward. You just put it in there and it just loads, right? So I'm like, well,
That's probably another tip for the future is if somebody has like an auto load, camera versus something manual, that person should probably go first since they don't have the control. And then the other person, because I could just manually kind of stick it in there and rewind it until it lined up.
right.
But just, I like the serendipity of it anyways. But
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause
it's
I was saying,
funny.
yeah.
It's funny because I thought because Philip and I had the tuna quarter, it's all manual, but I thought that they would be more aligned than they were. They were pretty far off. I mean, it's just one solid image, because
Yeah.
of how off it was. But I mean, it doesn't matter at all.
Right.
But with the brownie, with the Hasselblad, there's precision.
But click, yeah.
Yeah.
If you use
Needless to say. But with the brownie, it's kind of like you're winding and you kind of stop where,
Oh, I definitely know
the
that.
number kind of, So yeah, there's a little bit of off on that.
Yeah. But I
If
like
you
it
use
off.
though.
Yeah, it's got to
Yeah.
be off. Mhm.
if you use the same camera, it's so easy to line up the frames. Like the frames just kind of lock in, especially with like Hasselblad or any other like manual load or automatic loading. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
super
premium
cool.
format, as long as you use line up the numbers.
But
That's
again,
true.
it doesn't matter. Like frame lines they just add to it, It's
Yeah.
like a scratcher.
Well, it's actually, so I think Jessica and I are up next. I did the double. And this one was super interesting to me because we did it with 4x5.
Whoa.
because
Fucking awesome.
gluttons for punishment or something, I
Oh
guess.
my God, that's so cool.
Which anybody who knows me would say, yeah, Eric is a total glutton for punishment. And Jessica was kind enough to come along for the ride. And we sort of like, we literally last minuted this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, on Sunday, pretty much. No, I developed the last set of film last night, dried them overnight, and scanned them this morning. And I don't know, Jessica, what camera did you shoot yours on?
That was the Weissner
Okay.
4x5, yeah.
Right. And so we were trying to figure out what film to do. And I was like, well, I have some Ilford positive paper. I could just give you the Ilford positive paper and we can go from there. And then she's like, oh, I think I have some HP5. And I'm like, okay, when I pick up the positive paper from you, I'll pick up your HP5 and I'll shoot that and I'll develop them all. So this, one of the things I learned is Ilford positive paper is really difficult to do double exposures with. Like, because it's so punchy, it's so contrasty. So this is one of the Ilford positive papers where I shot a dead car. Everybody knows I'm doing a dead car project. You can sort of see it buried in the back. Jessica, I mean, sorry, not Jessica, but Jen, this is your car, the one with the cover.
That's what I thought.
I went back and reshot it. And Jess, what did you shoot? This is in your office?
It's outside my office. I'm renovating my bathroom, and so that sink was from my old bathroom. And then I just took out the skeleton from my office and stuck it next to the sink. Just shot that.
It's pretty great actually, because it totally is like, it's like
Random.
ghosts, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, there's literally a ghost basically of a car, and then you've got the skeleton. Yeah, that one's.
Yeah, and these I shot with 3 cameras. I shoot 3 cameras of this? 2 cameras. So I shot this one with the box camera, the box 4x5, the handmade box 4x5 and handmade lens. So it's getting full coverage. And then this one was inside my house, the TV, and then the window. And unless I'm mistaken, that's Finn.
That's Finn. Yeah, I shot, I guess, on the portrait orientation. So we didn't coordinate that.
Nope.
Or we shot.
It's great.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
And then this is another one. This is where the lesson of dark backgrounds. Yeah, fail. This is one of the walls of my house. And then I don't know what poor Jess tried to put over this.
Those lilies, yeah.
Yeah, but white wall, fail. And then this one, I grossly overexposed the car. So this was my bad.
And I don't even remember what that was. What did I shoot?
There's shoving in there somewhere, maybe?
That's your shelf there on the bottom.
That's the
sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have to go back and reshoot this car for sure, because I completely like overblew that one away. Just that is a miss meter. But then with the other 3 sheets of HP5 that she sent my way, I shot around the house and the yard. I shot with a Polaroid 800 that's been converted to 4x5, and that doesn't actually do full coverage. It actually shoots more like a 6x9 or like a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4.
So is that ring in the back? Is that on the fence or is that on the toilet shot? I'm assuming that's a toilet.
This is the toilet shot. Yeah.
That's the so last year during the pandemic, I couldn't get toilet paper and I ordered like the commercial gigantic toilet rolls. So this is inside the new bathroom that's actually torn up. But I do have a toilet and it's a new toilet.
Yeah,
I looked at the negatives I was pulling up. I was like, toilet.
Wait, and then so Eric, sorry. it looks like a little tire hanging to the side of the tree, right? Casting a shadow.
Yep. Bird feeder.
How nuts is that with the toilet paper roll in the background, like mimicking the circular shape? That's nuts. Like,
Yeah.
that is so crazy. You couldn't have planned that if you tried.
No, not at all. And then the far more apparent toilet.
That one is fun. The water's gonna fall out.
Another shot of my Muse, that car. It's my go-to. I can always get that car, right? And I think accidentally in the very first frame, and that was the other one. I don't know what Jess shot. This is my front porch in the morning.
The lilies.
Oh, okay. So, and I have a little bit of a light leak on that camera. I have to fix one of these days, but it's really interesting. I think 4x5 double exposures are super interesting. For me, I think the coordination thing becomes more key, like knowing which corner is, like, you load your 4x5, right? Like knowing which orientation the 4x5 gets loaded in the other person's camera, i.e. which way is up and which way is down, or also verticality, perhaps, especially if you're trying to coordinate the shots like Brian and I are doing this particular project where it's,
promise I'll get it to you.
Yeah, well, no, but the challenge with that, Brian, is like those images are probably better off, at least in terms of up, down, and horizontal, vertical orientation, being the same way, right? And I totally didn't think about that. But on the other hand, with a 4x5, you're guaranteed for the shots to line up, in terms of like there's no like overlap half a frame. So that's cool. But I haven't, like, just what are your thoughts on the results of these? I'm super curious because we haven't had a chance to talk about it.
Yeah, no, I thought I had a lot of fun doing it. I was really rusty in using the 4x5 again. So I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think they're fun to look at. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, me too.
Let's keep doing it.
Yeah.
One of the things, Jessica, you and I talked about is, actually, hold on, let me grab this, guys. I have this, it's called a magazine camera, and it holds 12 4x5 negatives. So I was talking about you shooting 12, and then I load them in here, so we could do a whole bunch.
I'm game. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like a 4x5 machine gun.
Wait, you load 12?
Sounds like it.
You load
What's
12
that?
sheets in there at one time?
Yep.
Huh.
Next time we go get a drink, I'll bring it. I'll show you. It's insane. It sounds like a machine gun too. It's got this huge spring in it, and they just shoot. They go like that.
Cool.
But it'd be interesting to like do like a camera swap, right? Like, hey, I just 12 4x5s here. I'll give you this camera for the weekend, and I rewind it, and you just go on top of that too. Anyways, there's all kinds of ways we can slice and dice this, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun. It was my first time, so.
Can I grab like 5 minutes and I can show you some wackiness?
Yeah, we totally.
Yeah. Did everybody get a chance to share?
Yeah, I think that was
Anybody
the
have any unfinished business?
Well, Philip, was there anything else of interest on the color ones that we did? Because you already showed one from that.
I think I gave them to you though.
Yeah, I have the color ones, but
oh, see, I didn't do anything with the color because you have
okay.
those scanned. So yeah, if you want to share.
Let me figure all that out. So desktop.
And it's interesting because like I was trying to figure out how we can create community even though we have this social distancing thing. And it's a great example because Jessica and I knew each other from 20 years ago.
a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I saw your name pop up and I was like, holy crap, wow, small world. So
Yeah.
yeah, so, but yeah, sorry, go ahead, share.
Ooh.
I can't even remember what film was this. I think it was your film that you gave me, right? It was Portrait?
Mm,
I think it was
boy, I don't, yeah, Portrait sounds about
Portrait.
right.
Yeah. So I knew that Philip shot graffiti on trains. And so I just walked around the neighborhood and did some neighborhood shots. And so there's going to be some that look like duplicates. They're like overlapping.
Mhm.
So I think this was a fence. You can see it on the upper left.
Mhm.
And that one we saw the car with the purple car.
I saw the wheels came through on the
Line, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because in a way this is overexposed probably because I overexposed the color. I can't tell. I think I used like a shitty like Diana camera or something with no
It's an
motion control.
entirely user error on my end.
Is it?
Probably. That's another fence.
Yeah, I like that one.
Mhm.
That one.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that's it.
Cool.
All I got.
So, yeah,
The last one.
Really, those are really
So
cool
fun.
because it's less, you know, it's more geometrical
Mm.
in all those. Even with the type of the Jeep, it's all like blocks of really cool color.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll keep swapping.
Ryan, were you gonna show some stuff?
Oh yeah, if we have time. So I have this
Yep.
weird. So I got. So I film swap all day, every day. So anyone wants to roll. I mail rolls around the world. So if
Dude,
anybody
he's a
wants,
swapper. You have no
Yeah.
idea.
and anytime. So
Our boy gets around.
yeah, exactly, like around and around and around like a merry-go. Actually, one of our speakers that's coming up in June for the Bay Area Skate Series, he actually moved to Portland. He was Joe Brook was a photographer for a lot of magazines in the Bay Area. He's a hoarder, like some of us here are hoarders. But when he was shooting back in the day, he shot on film, and all of his work is more like sequence shots. So you shoot a roll. If you don't land the trick, it doesn't count. That roll goes in the garbage or goes in a bin. He moved to Portland and was not going to move all this film, this shoebox of bailed rolls.
What? What?
What?
Give me some.
What?
Yeah, I want some
Oh.
of that.
No, we have a deal. We have a deal. So again, some of these people, so you're never gonna see these ever again, because again, this is magazine sponsor shoots. So the rights of these are kind of blurry, but so he dropped it off, and we struck him a nice deal. So I've been shooting this for the past couple of years. I have so many, but I will share some with you. When I saw this, I was like, where can I sign up? Where do I sign up? So these are rolls from 15 years ago, 17 years ago. So, all right.
Are you compensating? Like, are you overexposing because the film's old, or what
Nope.
do you do?
I'm just shooting it because there's a box of it.
Wow.
It
Okay.
doesn't-
Okay, we're on pins and noodles here.
There we go. So I'll share my screen.
All right, hard stop at midnight. Go.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick. So hopefully you can see my screen.
Yep.
So
Yes.
again, to juxtapose the whole thing, I shoot models, I shoot in the studio. So at the end of the shoot, I would just like just rip a roll through my F5. It just eats up film all day, every day. So and again, these are all bales. So none of these have ever seen the light of day. They may have landed a trick later, but they didn't land it then. So
This is so cool.
so again, there may be some nudity. So I
Yeah,
drive.
but dude.
So there's a lot of funny, and there's a lot of funny things that happen. Again, also, there's no orientation. There is like rarely the frame lines meet. And I just let them rip. Some of them just fucking work. And some of these spots are so far gone. And some of these people are also kind of famous and they don't necessarily want nudity all over top of their images. So that's why there's a lot of this stuff is like never gonna get seen. Really expired E6. It's all E6 and it's all either 3200 or Tri-X.
Wow, that is nuts, that one.
Yeah.
And then I toss the camera around. I don't really care. I mean, it's like, because I don't know the orientation of how he was shooting, whether it's portrait or landscape, but I just flip it around because some of these just work so good.
Mhm. Oh my God,
Oh, come on,
So-
man.
this is fucking nuts.
And you can see, I turned the camera all around because again, in the previous shot, she was,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
and
Oh, nice.
So I like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hmm.
Cool.
oh yeah, and these are all bales. So again, you see some. The only reason it's in this box is because they didn't land the trick.
Oh God, that's so great.
And that's it. That's what I got.
That's
Those are amazing.
How many rolls did you rip through to get that set?
This box was full. I mean that's just the tip, dude. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
I'm curious, like in a roll of 36, how many hits, keepable hits, do you get? One? Half, like you getting one every
Oh.
2 rolls? Like, you
Out
know
of
what I mean?
this, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but the frame, like the exposure, good gods have been smiling on me lately. I can get like a half a roll that are just like, meh.
I would think it would really depend on, I mean, obviously, you don't know what's on the roll. like
Nothing.
shooting. But if it happens that that roll jives with whatever it is you're shooting, there will be a lot. of
Yeah, but the
potential.
orientation and like black backgrounds and all that sort of stuff, like there's a lot of
I got-
serendipity to
I got
nail
like
that.
+1, 2, what? And the only thing I've noticed from him is when it's a bail, he'll scratch it on grip tape. So you know it's like it's jump. A lot of P32. And he actually
Oh,
writes
baby.
bail on it. A lot of P32, but it's expired. I mean, it's like 10 years plus expired. So it's grainy.
Is it shot at P32 or daylight 1600?
I never asked that. I assume it's 32. So I always say these 32s are at night somewhere.
Yeah.
And the E6, this like old E100,
Oh God, I haven't thought about
That's why it's all half. It's all pink. You know, yeah. So, and again, you can't have these, but I'll shoot with I'll share with anybody.
Well, I'm really crappy skateboarder, so somebody can shoot me falling and stuff, and then we'll get that over to you.
Film swap.
Film swap. Film swap.
Cool.
Very
Well,
cool.
That was fun.
So
But Joe Brook is actually going to talk about his skateboard photography in the Bay Area. Not about this. I just thought
when
it
is
was
that?
Joe?
Joe Brook.
when.
What's that?
When?
Oh, when?
Says, yeah. Don't
uh,
tease us and say he's coming, and then don't tell us when. Come on, man.
He is coming. Hold on. So he's penciled in. Everyone is confirmed, but we are going into summer months. And everyone's like, if I get a job, can I not do this? And I'm like, yeah, not gonna take food out of your mouth. Joe.
So flipping hard.
So it's the 29th
Of
June.
okay.
So
said
Jenny,
so.
oh, sorry. Hey, it's been a long day. And
I love you, man. I'm just teasing.
So-
you. Okay.
So, and Jenny, you're going to speak as well. Did you know that?
Okay.
It's coming up. It's coming up. June 29th is Joe Brook. We got Tobin Elin on the 15th of June. We have Bryce Knights on the 22nd of June. And Jenny, the 24th of June.
Bryce was like really good friends with someone who we went to high school with. And actually I met Bryce at the X Games. I walked up to him and was like, I think you know someone I know. Anyway, it was, and that's cool. And Tobin.
Where, Brian? 111
Where?
minute? Yeah.
No, it's going to be on Zoom. Sadly. It's going to be an EPCO speaker skateboard series.
Okay. I was like, if it's in person, man, I'm there.
Brian, I'm going to text
Oh.
you right now.
No, we couldn't. We can't. I mean,
Still too close.
we have no budget because Tobin lives in LA and Bryce and Joe live in Portland.
Yeah.
So guess what? No one's flying nobody.
Okay. Okay.
We should do a meetup where we go to a skate park and all shoot, and then swap our film.
All day, every day.
Really?
Yeah. I'll swap again. I shoot rolls and put them in the mail all day.
Okay.
Except for Eric. I let that curate. I let those
I've stopped commenting on my jilting.
So guys, I have a suggestion. Since we have some momentum around like keeping this going, can we just keep using that Google Doc, and whoever wants to put their name on and somebody else grab a partner?
It should probably be a different Google Doc. That Google Doc is the show and tell sign up sheet. So you should
master
probably
Google Doc for the swap.
There's
Yeah.
another, there's actually
Yeah, actually here, I'll share it right now in the, what do you call it? Chat swing ding, okay?
sure.
yeah.
But anyways, but this is like a little thing I created where there's like, you want to do this and you're shooting this and then somebody grabs a partner. It's like a line dance and,
Yeah, that's awesome.
the old
That's
days or something. But yeah, that might be a good way to just kind of keep things going, because I would love, like Brian, I don't know, I want to try out some crazy stuff.
I'm all in. I'm nothing but crazy. If you want to see something super funny, I can show
Oh,
you
it's
what I. Wait, hold on. Let me just cue it up very well.
And guys, question, there was the woman I mentioned from Prague. If anybody wants her info, just ping me. I can track her down. But she'll do a
I've heard
film
her
swap
name, yeah.
anytime.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, she's really pretty well
And
known.
Prague I've been there once for like 18 hours. I don't know, 24 hours. My sister spent a year there. And it's such a beautiful city.
Yeah.
Really gorgeous.
Okay,
I'll
I'll have to track it down. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, Brian, what are you shooting?
Sure. Only because it's funny to me, because these are all sequence shots, and he's shooting like super rapid. So when you do this, it's definitely a movie. Oh, hold on.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool.
And then I could do this all day, like this, like.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, so I scan mine like this, and then I slice them out. Full strips. Anyway.
That's awesome.
Neat.
Anyway.
Fun. Hi, Vince.
Hey, everybody.
Guest appearance.
Yeah.
By the man himself.
Do you have any Epco news?
I was like, here's our events page.
Yeah, read the damn webpage. That's my news.
You're off the hook. Cool. So yeah, Philip just put Rodka's name in the chat.
Radka Smolikova.
And yes, I will send you scans.
I'm gonna give you a Dropbox, but anyways, we can do that offline.
Awesome, folks. That was so fun.
Rebecca is pointing out that there's still a slot available for her show and tell, which is happening next.
Yes. Oh, there's one more. So that means somebody signed up since I made the announcement at the beginning of
It's on June 15th.
June 15th. Yes.
June 15th. Good work.
I announced that at the start, and so someone has signed up. That's great. Eric, thank you. One more slot. And then after that, I'm hosting in July.
Hooray.
The Lost and Forgotten. I forgot. Okay.
I'm signing up for that. Where's the sheet?
It's
Is that the?
Do you need it here? I'll put the link to the sign up sheet in the chat.
Is that the old?
It's whatever you want it to be. The Lost and Forgotten.
Okay, well, based on the last conversation we had, like pulling out cell phone images from 2000.
Yeah, totally. That was so good. Yeah.
I'm in.
I forgot about that. Thank you.
And so if we're continuing the film swap, are we scheduling another one now, or are we just going to talk about when the next one could be? Because we've got all our show and tell slots booked for the year.
I think it's just like for the fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
And
next photo walk already has a theme. Like we picked the theme at the photo walk.
Yeah, it could be a photo walk theme.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Tuesday, October 12th has not been. Oh, the last 3 months of the year have not been claimed for a show and tell.
There you go. October. Yeah.
October. All right.
That's a lot of pressure, guys. I don't know. Let me check my schedule.
Who wants to claim host?
I'm happy to host again. This is fun.
All right, Philip, I'm putting you in there. Just because
wow, you're on it. Look out.
Yeah. It's right here.
You can do a job in the Biden administration. You're so on. This is great.
Belt swap V2.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Very cool.
Fun. Okay, guys. Great to see you. I will just make one announcement, which is that we have our next virtual photo walk, and some of you have been coming to them, and if you haven't, they've been amazing. The next one is Sunday, June 6th, and the challenge is movies, and it can be interpreted any way you would like. But those have been really fun. So Sunday, June 6th at 1 o'clock, it's just an hour. They're super chill.
Any
And
film
I-
format is fine. Or any film
Again?
format, any camera, any photography format.
Say that again, Anita?
I was like, any film format is fine, but any format of photography, any type.
Anyway,
Oh,
even if
or
you're
it's
holding up a Polaroid, whatever, it's
Or
super,
your
super
phone.
chill.
Yeah.
And you don't have to sign up, you just show up.
Yeah.
So those have been really quite enjoyable. So does anyone else have anything they want to talk about? All right. It's 8:15. Thanks, everybody. It was really good to see you all.
Yeah, this is
Phillip,
great. Thank you,
it was a lot
guys.
of fun.
Great to see
That's
you.
good. Excellent.
Thanks. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Good to see you.
Hey, bye,
Stay
everybody.
creative.
Stay in touch.
Be safe.